Look, I became very upset earlier this week, in the middle of the week. We need to talk about these grapevines. We need to talk about these grapevines. Look, I wasn't here last week. I had been saving these grapevines for over a month. Over a month I had been saving these grapevines. I don't want to be too upset about it. Okay, whatever. I was doing a bit. Whatever. The bit got interrupted.
Well, look. I mean, it looks like it's sealed, so I don't know what you're talking about. Are we going to eat them tonight?
The thing that bums me out, though, is it really just makes me feel kind of unimportant.
Oh.
And that I'm not very appreciated around here. And, you know, I feel like I've made a lot of contributions to Mega 64 over the years, and I've contributed a lot to the success and the accomplishment of this company. And the moment I'm not here, it's like I don't even matter and I'm invisible. And people who I thought were my friends, they turn out not to be my friends. And people who I thought had my back, they turn out not to have my back. And I don't blame you guys. That's okay. I kind of expect it from you after all this time. Sure, that's fine. But who I'm really upset at is Brian. Okay. Who the fuck does Brian think he is? Honestly, think about this for a second. The man goes around referring to himself as King Lord Brian. This is how he portrays himself online. Ha ha ha. It's a joke. I'm King Lord Brian. And then he shows up in person and actually acts like a king or a lord when he is not royal in any capacity. Who needs enemies when you have a friend like Brian? Okay, Brian is a guest here in the house of Mega 64. He's not a regular participant of the videos. He doesn't even show up to the podcast as a regular participant. He is a guest. And when a guest shows up to your house, what would you think of that person if they whip out a knife and start opening up all the packages in there? It's fucking rude. These grapevines were sent as a gift to me. And I understand it's a bit, let's steal Derek's stuff. When he's not here, let's steal his stuff. You could take the Tim Tams and you could take the grapevines. What can I do? I guess I shouldn't be too upset about it. I'm a little bit disappointed. I don't know what to do about it. It's disappointing. And then nobody even has the courage to come and say it to my face. I have to find out about the whole incident online through a YouTube video. And that's what hurts the most. I just had to watch a YouTube video of my gift be stolen from me. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think it's still sealed. Like, if you check it out.
It's not a joke. The joke is that you stole my things. Rocco, if Brian opened up one of your toy packages with his knife, you would ban him from the warehouse.
He's actually done the same thing to me.
And that's the next point I want to come to. I'm not alone. Brian has done this to many people. Brian has stolen from many people. He's stolen from me. He's stolen from Rocco. He has violated people's trust time and time again. And I think he has proven that he is not a trustworthy person. Why does he even have a knife on him? Who does Brian think he is? He's not an adventurer. He's not going into the jungle, hacking away a path for you to follow him to freedom. He's not defending people from criminals like Batman. He's not like Crocodile Dundee going out and fighting wild beasts. Brian has a knife to violate people, to say I will not be restricted and I will cut whatever I want, and I honestly fear that he will stab somebody someday. If he deems it funny, he will say fuck it and he will stab you. That's what I think. I don't think he can be trusted with a knife. It's not racist. I'm not done. I'm not even done, and it's not racist. I am calling for Brian to disarm himself. I am saying it is time for Brian to retire the knife. He has no need to carry a knife around. And he's constantly getting in trouble with his knife. He's getting us in trouble. There have been incidents where he has made people feel uncomfortable because he has started stabbing things out of nowhere. We've all experienced this. Brian doesn't do any good with his knife. He needs to retire the knife. I encourage everybody online to ask Brian to disarm himself and put up the knife and let go of the knife. That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
Can I have the grapevine?
No.
Okay. Well, at least I asked.
I will be throwing all of those grapevines away. Because those are just a bitter reminder
Tainted.
of how I have no friends and how I am not important. Good night.